Hello everyone, my name is Rishi. The topic of today's video is 5 tricks to make your blues rhythm guitar sound more interesting. So without any further ado, let's get started. The first trick is called the D9 slide. It's basically you take the top part of a D9 chord and you slide it up 2 frets and back down 2 frets. So you get this. This is an A dominant 9 chord. If you don't know this voicing, it's fairly easy to play. So to play this voicing, put your first finger on the 5th string on the 4th fret. Your ring finger goes on the 5th fret of the 4th string. Middle finger will go on the 4th fret on the 3rd string, and your pinky will go on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. So you get this. Now the same trick can be applied to a D9 chord with the root on the 5th string. Is this? So you basically take the top part of this chord, which is string number 3 to 1, and slide it up 2 frets and back down 2 frets. So you get this. Here's an example of me using this trick in a blues rhythm. So with that, let's move on to the second trick, which is called the chromatic chord slide. It's a very simple technique. So this is an A7 chord. So what you do is that play the exact same chord down a semitone, which is a G sharp 7th, slide it up to the A7. You can do the same thing, but instead of going down a fret, you can go up a fret, which is A sharp 7th, slide back down. So here's an example of this trick being used. So with that, let's move on to the third trick, which is using short phrases. So by a short phrase, I mean any phrase with a max of 5 notes. So what you basically do is that instead of playing the chord for the whole bar, you take a pause from playing the chord, and instead of playing the chord, you add some phrases in between. Here's an example of me using short phrases. To play the short phrases, you can use the major pentatonic, the minor pentatonic, or the natural minor scale, or the major scale. And you can also use a mixolydian, which can give you some interesting sounding results. So with that, let's move on to the fourth trick, which is using different chords. So instead of a A7, you can use A7 sus4. You can use A9. You can also use A9 sus4. A dominant 13, and you can use the same chords on the with the root note on the 5th string. A7 sus4, A dominant 9, A dominant 9 sus4, A dominant 13, A dominant 13 sus4. So here's an example of me using different chords. So at the end I use the Hendrix chord, which is 7 sharp 9. You can use that also. You can also use other altered dominant chords, which I won't go through in this video. So with that, let's move on to the fifth trick, which is using embellishments. To any chord, you can add certain notes to it from minor pentatonic or major pentatonic, which can give you some interesting sounding results. And so what you basically do is, you can just by moving a finger up a fret or down a fret, you can get some interesting sounds. That's what I mean by embellishment. Here's an example of me using embellishments. Choose the notes from the minor pentatonic. You can also use major pentatonic or natural minor or any other scale you like. So here's the example. So with that, this brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And I'll see you next time.